Most guys are getting online dating openers all wrong. They think they have to be super creative and have the most crazy type of openers to get her attention. But the real trick is that you want a question as an opener to be easy to answer. If you understand that, then you're going to get way more results in online dating. Women get so many matches online that it is overwhelming for them to go through all of these. So the reason why you want an opener that's a question that's easy to answer is because it's going to make it easy for her to respond, and then you have this opportunity to continue conversation with her. And the reason why the opener doesn't matter as much and you just need some sort of easy question is because your photos are everything. I have seen guys who have used the craziest, funniest, most clever opening lines, and they still, even though they got a response from the woman, were not able to set up a date. And the reason why is because, yeah, that might be a funny and clever line, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the photos and profile and the prompts to match this clever line, meaning you don't have that to back up that you are a guy who can look good and has interesting things to say on their bio, well, then it's just not going to work out. So let's start with my first one that you can use. You can literally copy and paste this. Number one, hey, name. Okay, always good to say the name there because people like to hear their name. It's one of the sweetest sounds in the world. Dale Carnegie talks about this in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So you'll say, hey, name, any travel plans coming up? And here's the beauty of this one is that it doesn't matter if they have travel plans coming up. It's an easy question to answer. They know if they have travel plans coming up, and women do love to travel. So they're either going to say, yes, I'm going here, or no, I wish I did, whatever it may be. And then you can move on. Okay. So that's a nice and easy one. And it's also fun to think about because she's thinking about travel and she would probably want to do that, or it gets her excited about the trip that she's going to be going on. Next one, I thought this was a pretty unique one. And this one doesn't even matter if she has an answer to it. It's still an easy one to answer. So it's, hey, name, what is your go-to karaoke song? She'll say, I hate karaoke. She'll say, oh, I love this song. Or she'll say, well, I don't know. I haven't gone in a while. There is some sort of easy answer for her to come up with. Hey, name, what's your go-to karaoke song? By the way, you don't even need to use these. You can also utilize the principle that I mentioned earlier about something that's easy to answer, and you can make up your own, but I still have more to go. Hey, name, if you could teleport anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Okay, so sort of a fun question. It's not so much about travel, but it's more like, oh, wow, if I can go anywhere, where would it be? By the way, you should have an answer for these too because she's going to ask you that. And even if she doesn't ask you this, it would be good for you to have some sort of answer to answer back based on the question that you're asking. And that can help further the progression of the messaging to then eventually get her offline and into texting and into a date. I have a few more to go, but real quick, if you need help with creating a dating profile that gets a lot of matches and you want to know exactly what to say to get these women to then meet up with you and actually text you, go to tripadvicecoaching.com. We do have a coaching program that works with guys one-on-one. We do your whole profile for you to make sure you're getting tons of matches and tons of dates so you don't have to do this on your own and you don't have to guess. Link is in the description down below. Let's go to the next one. Number 4, if you can invite anyone to your next dinner party, dead or alive, who would it be? You might have heard these questions before, by the way. This is a common one. People ask this as an icebreaker, but this is a pretty easy question to answer. She might have to think about it for a little bit, but it's a fun question. We'd want to think about, oh yeah, wow, okay, cool. In this fantasy world, like who would I want to be sitting down with? Like, wow, okay, right? This is just a more fun question to answer, also easy. Next one. Hey, name, what's your favorite thing to do on a Sunday? Now, I will admit this one is a little bit more of a thinker, but still a relatively easy question to answer. Thinking about what you do on a Sunday, and most people are in some sort of routine. Maybe you're nursing a hangover, you go and get coffee, or you go to a coffee shop, you like to get brunch with your friends. You know, people have that little bit of a routine that happens on Sundays. That's why we say Sunday, in my opinion, over saying like Friday or Saturday. Again, easy questions to answer. If they have to think too hard, they literally might be moving on. I don't know. I don't know I don't know an answer to this question. Oh, whatever. And they move on to the next guy because they have that many options. Here's one that I came up with recently. Hey, name, luxurious staycation, or backpacking through Europe. And by the way, you can work with this a little bit too. You can say, hey, name, fancy hotel or camping in the woods, whatever it may be. It's like a this or that type of question. And she might say both. She might say neither. She might say one of them. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. We're just trying to get her to respond because it's easy to then move the conversation along. All right, next one. And this is one that you can play with. You can make it anything you want. You'll see in a second here. Hey, name, sushi or pasta. Easy to answer. She might say one of them, neither, both. She might say a whole new food. Maybe she doesn't like either of those. But again, it's fun to answer these either or questions. If you want to learn the top 3 dating apps right now, I have a video on the screen where you can know which are the dating apps that you should be on to make sure you're getting the most matches. And of course, in order to get more matches and have the best profile to get more dates, we can help you over at the TripAdvice Accelerator Coaching Program. We're booking free calls with guys right now to discuss the strategy and helping them out. Go to tripadvicecoaching.com, book a call today.